What's up, buddy? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Al from Boston lawsuit because things are starting to speed up there and we need to start taking a closer look at it, okay, of what's going on. Now, I was taking a break and I came over to YouTube to see what the news was, anything breaking, anything I need to know about. And of course, I see a Noisy Ho has a video here scheduled for 2 days from now. All right, so Citigroup. I've got my argument against Citigroup already done. All right. Now, what happens is I get to look behind the curtain and I get to see what Citigroup's argument is against Al and Jordan. And then I can take whatever their argument is. I'll show you in just a second what I mean. Take whatever their argument there that they have and put in ChatGPT and let Jimmy evaluate it and argue against it. All right, and I'm going to show y'all what I mean in just a second. But I was waiting on that. But when I went over to the court case to find it, I see that Finra has responded. And I thought, oh, man, it feels like Christmas again. And I'm just now getting my gifts. But I've got my shit right here against the New York Stock Exchange, all right? And they're claiming SRO status and immunity, so I whooped that ass right here with that. Now I see Finra's here, and I was going to leave Finra out of the mix, all right? But then I seen their argument against Al. And right from Jump Street, all right, whoever they're paying to write this lawsuit for them, they need to fire them. I don't give a fuck. They're probably getting paid $1,500 an hour for the very first sentence of their argument to be defeated. All right, look what it says here. Nominal defendants, Finra is a self-regulatory organization that exercises regulatory authority delegated to it by Congress. Stop. Wrong answer. That's not true. The opening statement is wrong, all right, and goes against what the lawsuits are about. Let me take a look at it again. Nominal is a self-regulatory organization. Is that true? Yes. That exercises regular authority, regularly delegated to it by Congress. Do they have their power come from Congress? Yes. Do they exercise that regulatory authority? No. See, that's the whole premise right here, people. Is not that we're not questioning whether they're self-regulatory organizations or not. Let me show y'all real quick. Can y'all see that? We're not questioning whether they're SROs or not. All right? And I'm not questioning whether Congress gave them the power to do this. All right? They made deputies here, in other words. And the deputies are supposed to make sure the streets are free of crime. And it's not. All right? So right from the very fucking beginning, I bust their heads wide open with that. Well, we exercise regulatory authority. No, you don't. If you did, then you wouldn't be. And that was another thing. I had to take a couple of days away because everything was getting jumbled up and I had payment for order flow and SRO and all such shit. And I had to back away from it and let my mind clear because I couldn't figure out my strategy for who to go after next. I got Citigroup first, and I know Citigroup's supposed to go first. But then I couldn't figure out New York Stock Exchange. And then the AMC came up with the Project Popcorn shit, all right, and got distracted with that, and so forth and so on. But I have so many defendants, I couldn't figure out who's next, because it has to flow in an order, all right? And finally, here we are. Finra responds and says they regulatory authority, and they don't. It's the same argument against the New York Stock Exchange. So I just add Finra to that, number one. Number two was that they are claiming that if something is done wrong by them, it is the SEC that oversees them, not the courts. And that's going to be an easy one to go by too because I'm working on the case with SEC right now. But the point is this. No, you can't. You can't say that you can't do nothing to me SEC has to do something to me. You can't remove yourself from the judiciary power in the United States. Now, I know they claim absolute immunity and all that other stupid shit, but that is a facade, people, a facade. Listen, when you talk about Finra and you talk about the New York Stock Exchange and shit, and they holler absolute immunity, what that means is, for example, when a judge is sitting on the bench and he's overseeing the case and he calls the play wrong, all right, and say an innocent man goes to jail, and then sooner down the road they find out the man's innocent and they have to let him out. Well, the man cannot sue the judge for making the wrong call. And so when you say you have absolute immunity and it's reflected in the governmental status format, then when they operate inside their regulatory positions, then they get immunity. But if they're not acting inside of that official capacity, just like a judge when he goes home and he's not doing his job, he don't have immunity, all right? And neither do they. Neither do the New York Stock Exchange and neither do Finra. So I've knocked both of them motherfuckers out the park. And next is Citigroup. So let me go take a look and see what Citigroup's got going on, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, do me a favor. Go down and look in the comments. I got a pinned comment with my books in it. I put the 2 books about AMC and GME in a bundle for $6. So y'all go pick it up. It helps me. It helps the dogs. It helps me pay for supplies and filing fees if I ever get to that point. So, link down below. See y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Be blessed.